I even saw, I saw an article today. Also, the churches are on the decline. They got it's like 15,000 churches closing up. You know, this is because of a lot of people's religious decline. You know, so a lot of people they starting to leave these churches, man, and that's basically, hey, pretty much at the same time, that's the faith that these people did so-called have dwindling away because the love of many is waxing cold out here. You know, it's a lot of things popping off, man. You want to open up, bro?
Yeah, and then we can go ahead and elaborate on that. Before we begin, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh,
Yahweh, by
Hashem,
Hashem,
Yahweh
Yahweh
Shai,
Shai,
by
by
Hashem,
Hashem,
Wakakadash.
of honor to the apostles, elders, bishops of Great Millstone, teach us daily. To the Aqua, a few sisters out there listening, we want to say shalom.
Shalom.
To the brothers out there teaching likewise doctrine, we also want to say shalom.
Shalom.
But yeah, the reason you see a decline in these churches basically because people realizing that it's all fake, which we told y'all a long time ago. And then this latest rapture stunt, I think it really hit home with a lot of people. What we was trying to tell you the whole time about this fake religion and this fake idol. That is not the son of the Father. That is Caesar Borgia y'all worshiping up in these churches. Who happened to be what? He was gay. Leonardo da Vinci painted his pictures. He had sex with his sister, and his father, who was a pope, joined in and helped him run a train on his own sister. And he killed his brother. This is the man y'all hold dear and y'all extol his name to the clouds, when this man was nothing but a demon walking the earth. Just like the nation of people that he's out of, the nation of Edom.
Forget that they pushed a lot of that Christianity when these Europeans were on their ships sailing all over the place, man.
Yep.
They was pushing that Christianity. Christopher Colombo, whatever his name is.
Cristobal
Colon, that weird ass name. He was pushing that Christianity. The Spaniards. Come
on, couldn't get a real bite.
Right. The Spaniards was pushing that madness, and now you so-called Israelites out there, you Christians, y'all follow it now. You know, so hell, he did a damn good job fucking y'all mind up.
Y'all tend to forget how Christianity found you. He force-fed Christianity down your throat with the tip of a sword or at gunpoint. And all Christianity is white supremacy. They repackaged it and called it Christianity. Now they repackaged it again and calling it nationalism. It all means the same thing, man. These people make up words to hide their wickedness. And that's why y'all so comfortable in Babylon, because y'all are totally oblivious to the sorcery that's being done to you. It's not an abortion. You are murdering an infant. You see how spells work? That's what has been done to you the whole time. It's easier on the ears. That way it doesn't set off a red flag in your spirit that this ain't right. So they disguise it with big words that go right over y'all head. And y'all take it and run with it. Y'all do the same thing these Edomites do. You sweep your sins under the rug with big words to get it off your guilt, off your conscience. But guess what? It's still being recorded in the heavens. You can't hide your sins with big words and political terminology and wordplay. No. Y'all got that from Esau. Prime example. Murdering the innocent. They call it ethnic cleansing. What else they call it? It's collateral damage. It all means you murdering the innocent. You will not be pardoned by the Lord just because you call your sin a big word. No, it's still what it is. Still, just because you call it something different doesn't take away from the fact that you murdered the innocent. But you don't think that because you put a big word on it. No, the Lord don't play them games. He don't play them semantics. And all you doing is playing with your blood by doing that. So you better wake up to all this sorcery that's being done to you with Esau's bastard language called English, which the Israelites discovered. But everything this man touches, he defiles. That's why the English language is defiled. Yeah, something, bro.
That's why, like the brother said, y'all following the ways of these heathens, especially Esau, man. And you know that that's gonna be punishable by death for a lot of you following this man. I only get Ezekiel 33:1, because your own blood is gonna be upon your hands, because we giving you the warnings. You know, but y'all just don't want to take heed to that. Y'all worried about the cares of this life, trying to move forward, man, in this kingdom with Esau's foot in your neck. But hey, it's going to be a place for y'all when Yahweh Shah start to put them judgments on this place, as you already see with Chicago and these other places.
Portland.
This is Ezekiel 33:1. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their cost and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he bloweth the trumpet and warneth the people, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and take not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. And you see that? A lot of y'all blood finna be upon your own head, because we telling you, start from the elders and apostles of Brett Millstone on down. Well, it's getting ready to eventually come down on this land, man. Y'all too busy reneging and calling them brothers devils, calling them all types of names, man, scoffing at this truth. Now you starting to see that Esau is coming for the brown people, man. Northern Kingdom gets it first and Judah gets it worse. That's the same, man. And that's what you starting to see. A whole apartment building full of you Jakes, man, and you Eves and their kids got zip tied. And I was watching this Eve talk about it on the news. She said one of them said, "Fuck them kids."
Yeah.
They don't care, man. And eventually it's gonna be a lot of bloodshed behind it. It ain't just gonna be you getting strapped up and put in vehicles. They're gonna really start chopping y'all down with bullets, man.
Yep.
They're gonna be like madman sparing none soon out here. What you seeing right now is like the brother said before the video, 2nd Esdras 15 and 16. It's unfolding right now.
I got a point I want to bring out. Now, for the Southern Kingdom, I mean the Northern Kingdom, which are the Spanish and Latinos, they use a whole bunch of redneck rejects and gave them ICE uniforms to round them up. My thing is this: now, this man is trying to go after the military to go after the Southern Kingdom. This is my thing. Why do you need a United States military just for 14% of the population? If that number is real, which it is not. Because number one, there's a couple of things that stood out. Number one, he's putting the military in blue states. Blue states who have political opponents against Trump. So this is a personal attack on his political ops, basically. And number two, all these cities he's putting this military in, they are predominantly so-called black. So how do you get 14% of a population when every major city is predominantly black? I don't get that math at all. So somebody's lying again. And then this is the thing about this week's meeting with the military brass, the top generals and admirals. This is one thing that Trump did not do this at all the right way. Because number one, you trying to finesse a room full of serious ass people. Guess what? All these serious ass people you trying to finesse with your dumb assness. They have been trained to see through bullshit and automatically get pissed off. But you know why they pissed off? They pissed off because you insulting their intelligence thinking they gonna bite on this bullshit and pledge allegiance to you and throw their oath to the Constitution out the window. This is what these admirals and generals gathered from him trying to finesse them. Okay, if they agree to this, that means this general gonna be deployed to a city where this admiral's from and could potentially kill his family. Vice versa. Another general can be deployed to a city where this general is from and indirectly could potentially kill his family. These men took an oath to protect not only their families, but the rights of the citizens as well. And when they see you trampling on their civil rights and constitutional amendments daily, what makes you think that these men are going to join unto you and become part of your wickedness? Just so you have more men to throw under the bus if shit go wrong, which it is, because this is not a righteous act. So Trump just wants a bunch of, he wants a bunch of yes men. And Pete Kegsbreath, he ain't shit neither. This man has a reputation of being a non-functioning alcoholic and a woman beater. And I think the highest he got in the military was a major. But you trying to tell men, serious ass men with thousands of years of experience put together combined, how to be real men. Ren and Stimpy trying to tell a room full of real men how to be real men. How do you think that looked toward the public? How do you think that sounded toward those generals and admirals? Now they done woke up to the fact that we have idiots over us. Oh. See, Trump can't come out outright and say, I want y'all to go against the Constitution and I want y'all to follow me. He can't say that outright directly. Because if he did, every admiral, every general in that room had a right to arrest him for being a domestic threat. That's why he didn't say it directly. He wanted you to pick up what he was putting down. It might be a blank check in it for you. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. You see what I'm saying? He come with that hustler talk, that forked tongue. That's why the admirals and generals still to this day they going in on his ass on social media. Because they felt like this man was insulting their intelligence. You can't finesse a room full of serious men like that, especially not admirals and generals. So Trump, you need to rewrite that finessing, because that bullshit, it only works on MAGA, bro. It don't work on real men. I put it like that. That bullshit only works on your MAGA coat. Go ahead, bro.
And on top of that, the thing about it is, Trump's setting all y'all up for that punch, man. He's setting everybody up for that punch, because once that digital currency thing start to kick off, which they are also promoting that, and there's a lot of videos circling around where people are also seeing that this ain't a game as well, that you're not going to be able to do anything without that, man. The scripture said that he was going to cause all free and poor, rich and bond to receive a mark, man. This is the precursor to that. You know, they're going to see, this is going to be the little test run like they did with COVID and all these other different things, little test runs to see how you people move. And then they're going to, when the Lord says it's time, he going to move these devils to do what they need to do to push this out. But right now, the Hegelian dialect is being brought out. Pressure from above and from below. And everybody's getting pushed down in the corner, man. And eventually y'all gonna have to make up your mind, because that fork in the road is now. You know, and for Babylon, hey, this place is exposed, man. Though she's moving sloppy, you can see all through a little loopholes, because the Lord said that this place will be a gazing stock, man. All the countries laughing at this place, man. And it's Egyptian against Egyptian, Babylonian against the Babylonian. You know, this is Nahum chapter 3, verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that set of nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh, of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame, and I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gauging stock. And that's what this is going into. America has been exposed, man.
All day.
A lot of these nations ain't trying to deal with this place no more. And eventually they're gonna get to the point to where America's gonna do something so bogus, beyond all the bogus shit they've ever done. And these nations gonna rise up and they're gonna come over here, man. And they're gonna see about you Jakes, you Eves. They're waging war on you right now in this land. Donald Trump calls it the enemy from within, but they're really talking about you Israelites.
Yeah.
They talking about you Israelites. They setting up plans and snares to come against y'all, man.
What did we tell y'all this man was going to do months ago? Starting with the apostles, elders, well, years ago in that matter. But this camp, we were telling y'all months ago, this man is going to use the military to pick a fight with y'all, and he going to blame you for it. Is that not what's happening? Now, they saying, and then another rule that they recently passed, they said, I think it was through Congress or the Senate, they said that ICE can racially discriminate based on how you look, your accent. They can racially profile you. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm glad you made it official, because y'all always did that. There's never been a ground basis as far as who you gonna so-called deport or not. And the elder brought out a very good point while we was listening to it on the way here. It was an Edomite cop. He found a whole bunch of Polish immigrants in an abandoned building. And the Polish immigrants was like, please don't tell on us. The Edomite started laughing. He was like, y'all ain't got nothing to worry about. They ain't looking for y'all. See, Esau has never been sound in his judgments. That's why he was never created to be a righteous judge. This man judges on feelings, emotions, and thoughts, and lies. Not a righteous judge. This man is a child. And these ICE agents, they're not agents at all. These are animals with badges who refuse to be reasoned with. And it's going to come to pass that civilians are going to start shooting at ICE agents on sight because of the fact these animals don't want to be reasoned with. These people, the citizens, are not going to take any chances of letting these animals near their loved ones. They just going to put them down. Y'all forgot. Trump, he moved his chess pieces a little too early, baby, because guess what? He did not disarm the citizens yet.
Nope.
This is still the most heavily armed country on the face of the planet. So they're going to start mowing these animals down like the dogs they are.
Yeah, they want that anyway. Though.
Exactly.
They want that chaos, and it's probably why they haven't unarmed the citizens, because once the citizens start pushing back, then Esau can push harder.
He's fully justified.
He can do whatever he want to do, because he's going to feel like, well, they coming after us, so we're going to go ahead and go full-fledged on them.
He already said it. He said it about 2 months ago. He said if anybody fires on an ICE agent, he going to seek the death penalty.
Yeah.
Guess what, bro? Your whole nation is about to receive the death penalty. Your whole nation is about to be deported from the planet.
Yeah.
After 1,000 years in the concentration camps that you created, bro. Y'all stupid. You Edomites are the stupidest nation I ever seen, because you allow this old ass, decrepit, weak ass piece, lying ass piece of shit destroy a kingdom that you stole. But you claim you superior. I can't tell you letting one decrepit ass liar destroy everything y'all stole. What's superior in that? And then it's going to be a treat, Yahweh, that's how we of that number, to make it to the kingdom just to watch y'all beat each other's asses. Because we ain't going to have to touch you. But y'all going to beat each other's asses, because you've never been you've never been on the same page. The nation of Edom never had solidarity. I ain't never seen no Edomites stick together for real. Other than family. Outside of that, it's Cutthroat Island. As far as Edomites, look at the all-white town that just failed. These people, they had the caucasity to get mad because black people wasn't mad. What we gonna get mad about? We want you to go on by and be by yourself. Keep all that madness, that wickedness, that insanity over there. That way we ain't got to worry about our kids.
Who gives a fuck if we not mad at what y'all doing? Y'all don't give a fuck about us? Why the hell we should care about what y'all got going on?
I'm gonna
We don't
explain.
have nothing to do with y'all. I wouldn't want to have nothing to do with them.
I'm gonna explain why they pissed off. Because the reason they pissed off is because they're seeing their relevance dwindle.
Yeah, that makes
They're
sense.
not feared. They're not important like they are in their mind.
That superiority.
Yeah.
That is the wrong way.
We don't care. We want you to go over. We want you to go over there. Keep all that madness, that insanity over there. That way we ain't got to worry about nobody fucking with our kids over here.
Exactly.
And another thing, these people failed, right? They wanted to be away from all blacks, all alphabet people, all pseudo Jews. Okay, cool. Go over there then. Now they failed. Now they ask for government assistance. See, you see how weak you are, Edom? I brought this point out a couple of weeks ago at camp. Judah was able to rebuild over 200 times over in the kingdom that was against them.
Yeah.
You can't even get one off the ground in the kingdom that favors you. So who's weak? Your ass, Edom. You need government assistance. The Southern Kingdom didn't need no government assistance. Matter of fact, they didn't get it. But they worked their way up to owning their own banks, grocery stores, movie theaters, post office, schools, without Esau's help.
Man, Esau
But your
being-
jealous weak ass want to get in your feelings and burn it down.
Exactly what I was about to say.
Go ahead, bro.
Him getting in his feelings for that perpetual hate that he has for our people. He took it upon him so that, hey, I don't like how they moving. I'm gonna go burn their whole town down. And then I'm gonna fill water over it.
Yeah.
That's Esau for you, man. You can't have nothing. That's why we tell y'all this is not our rest, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is not our rest. And y'all about to find out it is not your rest too. Because with this government shutdown thing going on, there's a lot of Israelites on TikTok speaking about how usually they will have some type of back plan for this thing.
Mm-mm.
Things ain't gonna go back to normal, man. We are headed to Jacob's trouble, my friend.
This it, bro.
This is it right here. And
They-
it's gonna get worse from this point forward. Like the little money you think you got, the bills you think you're gonna be paying, you finna lose all of that, bro. Everybody's getting ready to go from sugar to crap
Mm-hmm.
real soon. Overnight, man.
Yeah, because they trying to get this chip off the ground. They're trying to catch up with China and all these other nations that's gone fully digital. And this is the thing, I want to bring out another point that probably went over a lot of people's heads. When Trump was asked about Captain Kirk's death, he changed the subject very quick. He said, I'm working through it, but hey, have y'all seen my ballroom?
Mhm.
Now, I haven't seen this ballroom personally, but they said that this building is bigger than the White House. So what does that tell you? And he's very proud of it. So this tells me that Trump don't have no intentions of leaving the White House. Who's going to make an investment like that? Who's going to, you know what I'm saying? Who's going to invest in something like that if they only going to be there for the next 3 years? No. He's already hinting around how he going to fix the election. So he already know he's screwed in the upcoming midterms. So his next move, he got two options. Either declare war or declare national emergency. He working on two of them because he still trying to start this war with Venezuela, in which he want to go down there and take their oil. And he's trying to start a war in this country, being a domestic threat to the nation by definition. We're not calling him a domestic threat out of hate or spite. No, he fits the definition of domestic threat. That's why you have the Second Amendment, because you have the right to protect your family and your property from a tyrannical government. They don't want to talk about that though.
They pretty much took that Constitution and
Yeah.
nobody got no rights no more, and that's part of Esau setting these traps. And this trap is mainly gonna be for you Israelites. Of course, there's gonna be some Edomites that get caught up in it because Jacob's trouble is everybody's trouble, you know. But this trap is mainly for you Israelites, northern and southern kingdom, man. This man is setting snares, man, and that's why we need the Lord. You know, this is Psalms 140:1. Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in their heart continually. Are they gathered to continually? They are gathered together for war. Isn't this what this man's doing right now? He's waging war on his own country. Yep. And on his citizens, but for the most part, it's for you Israelites, because that's the prophecy of the Lord that 2/3 of you get destroyed on this side. It says they have sharpened their tongue like a serpent's adder, a serpent adders. Poison is under their lips, Selah. Keep me, O Lord, from the hand of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man, who have purpose to overthrow my goings. The proud have hid a snare from me, and cords they have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me. You see that? So this man is setting these traps to corner you Jakes. Y'all being led like a sheep to the slaughter, man. You know, and eventually these people, like I said earlier, they're going to be like Madman Sperry Munn, and they're not going to regard the old or the young, man.
I got it right here. This is already happening in Chicago, Portland, and all these military infested towns, cities, and it's only going to get worse from here, because eventually society is going to collapse. So eventually it's going to be total chaos and anarchy out here, a condition that he's going to cause on purpose just so he can be self-justified to bring in martial law. Now, one thing you got to remember about martial law, you can only get martial law through declaring a state of national emergency. Under the conditions of declaring national emergency or war, the president cannot be removed from office until these conditions are resolved. That's why BB, Netanyahu, is starting constant wars. He has to keep that war condition going, because while there are wars, he can't be removed from office. Just like Trump was trying to start a war with Venezuela, and he's trying to start shit right here in his own on American soil to declare national emergency, so he can't be removed from office.
Yeah, they gotta suspend the election.
Exactly.
If wars kick off.
Exactly.
And that makes him no longer a president, but a dictator.
Exactly.
And that's what he is right now. He's dictating shit on a whole other level. You see they putting news out there saying the Supreme Court is doing this and doing that to stop him. But all he gotta do is take out that pen and paper, man, and sign the executive order and go over that.
This man still defying court orders from judges. That's why I told y'all, these are not judges. These are Edomites in black robes who on the same page with Trump. So y'all better wake up, man, because I don't understand how can you not see all of this. Is Instagram that live? All these distractions in your life? Instagram, all these social media sites, all the bullshit that you invest your time in. Y'all gonna have to come up out of that. And another thing, y'all need to stop believing these lies. Like, America is the richest country in the world. America is the best country in the world. Okay, let me ask you this. First of all, America is not the richest country in the world. This country is about to hit negative 240 trillion in debt. And then we the richest country. Why you can't pay your government employees? How many shutdowns this government had versus other nations? But you the richest, but you can't pay your employees, or you don't want to. And we know the real reason why Trump shut down the government. It's because it was this woman, I forgot her name. She has been granted power to release the Epstein files. But in order for her to release them, they have to vote her in. So to prevent her getting voted in, he allowed the government to shut down. He buying himself some time. You see the fork-tongued piece of shit y'all dealing with in the White House? You got something, bro?
Yeah, I do. I was relaying back on basically this martial law and the things that's taking place, because that's been on my spirit heavy, man, because all the things that brothers been seeing, you know, protests. I think Amawal Gabar, I saw a video with that brother this morning. They was out at camp. A whole street full of people protesting against ICE.
Yeah.
You know, that's the insurrection that's gonna get ready to come upon this land, man. And that's why we telling y'all we really gonna have to have Yahushua, man.
Yeah.
Because ain't no getting away from the things that's getting ready to take place here. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 67. Behold, power himself is the judge. Fear him. Leave off from your sins and forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever. So shall power lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble. So we're going to need Yahweh Shem Yahushai in these times that we walking in to deliver us from these troubles, to put that hedge of protection over us. Because the things that Esau is getting ready to bring out, boy, it's finna be so much bloodshed. Y'all finna see so many dead bodies, man. It's ultimately the Lord, you know.
Mm-hmm.
This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 68. For behold, the burning wrath of the great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you being idle with things offered unto idols. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in the reproach and trodden underfoot. It's a lot of you Israelites out there. We need to go holler at Trump and get this thing cracking.
You saw the lady in Chicago. Yeah,
putting your trust in this man. You're going to be trodden underfoot by these troops. Did you not see what they just did to your people in Chicago?
Exactly. Zip time babies for no reason.
And it says, for there shall be in every city, in every place and in every next cities, a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. These people is finna wage war on you Israelites, man. They start. It's gonna start in little waves. And then the Most High just gonna give that pure green light to Jacob's trouble, man.
Yep.
And boom, the doors of mercy are closed and the grace period is ended. Now we got to deal with these troubles. Lord willing, we are that number where the Most High will have that hedge upon us and all the other brothers that's sincere into this thing, man. Because we're going to definitely need it. This man's ready to shed blood because, hey, his kingdom is going down the drain. He don't like it, so what does Esau do? He lead back to the sword.
Lash out like a cornered, injured animal.
The scripture says he lived by the sword, man.
Yeah.
And y'all about to see that.
Because see, this is the thing that, this is one of the many things that triggers Esau. Number one, the truth. The truth always, you can always get a reaction out of Edomite with the truth. That's how we know in one of many ways how to spiritually discern an Edomite. We'll give him a little truth. We don't even cut him. We'll just scratch him across the arm, a little scratch. It's not a cut, just a little scratch. You have to see his reaction. If he go above and beyond and overboard with his reaction, just pure emotion, that's an Edomite to the core. There's so many ways to discern you people because you're simple. You're base men. There's so many ways. If y'all only knew a percentage of the spiritual power that the Lord gave the prophets to discern spirits, y'all be pissed off because how y'all be like, how the Lord gonna bless y'all like that? Because we his people, that's how. You think he gonna bless some lying ass dogs like you? No. That's why he made you simple. He made you dependent on a sword and not wisdom and spiritual gifts, because you're not worthy of those things. Look at what you do with power to this day. You're unfit to rule. You take power and you run with it. You go wherever your emotions take you. You're not fit for physical gifts and spiritual gifts and powers, because the Lord's seeing what you're doing with power now.
That wasn't even part of his blessing anyway
No.
to get spiritual things. Esau's blessing was the desired materialistic shit, man.
Yeah.
Because Esau, in this time that we live in, even over the years, Esau has to keep to himself riches to feel like he's anything. That's why when you talk to him, I got a G348 in the garage, and I got this over there, and I got a mansion, I got a beach house in Florida. They constantly talk about what they got, man, to make themselves feel like they better than the next person.
Yeah, because that's all they got. That's all they got that's better. And I heard this phrase years ago, and it makes total sense. It says some people are so poor, all they have is money. So if all they have is money and they are the poorest, what are the riches? The riches are family, community, wealth, not wealth, land, cattle, gold, silver, family, basically family in the community environment. Esau doesn't have that, because white people are against themselves. Some of them are against their own family members. They don't have any solidarity. They don't have any sense of community like the so-called black and brown. That's why they jealous. One of the many reasons why they jealous of us. Our love and friendship is genuine towards each other. Y'all's fake as hell, and it's so see-through. That's why I don't nobody want to deal with y'all, because dealing with fake people is very dangerous and unwise in these last days. Yeah, our love and our affection for each other is genuine. Esau is jealous of that because he can't do that.
Esau get into that. He get a little power and dog his own people out. You know, it could be his right hand man. He'll dog him out and try to take his spot.
Yeah.
That's how Esau is, man. You know, that's why you never can trust our enemy. You gotta stay away from them, man. I mean, you know, you gotta deal with them out here in this captivity, but you need to steer clear of them, man, because they stay plotting, man. I watch them all day, every day. They stay plotting, stay telling on somebody. Because Edomite at my job always trying to tell on another Jake, because he be getting a little bit more tips than him. Go harder then.
Exactly.
Go harder then. Quit trying to tell on somebody, man. How you gonna? And another thing, how you gonna tell on? How you gonna be a tattletale and you selling marijuana pens on the job?
See,
it don't make sense. That's Esau. He projects. He'll blame you for something. He doing some shit.
Esau they are the real people of the crabs in the barrel theory. And I want to bring these two scriptures out, referring back to when you was talking about how Esau got to have material things in order to feel some type of value. This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6. And we can start at verse 4. He is proud, knowing nothing, but doubting about questions and strifes of words, wherefore cometh envy, strife, railings, evil surmisings, perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds, and destitute of the truth. Listen to this. Supposing that gain is godliness, from such withdraw thyself. And that's what the other nations are doing. Everybody's withdrawing from Esau, because the Lord told us, don't be attached to these worldly things, because it's all about to be burned up. That's why we don't care about material shit that's about to be destroyed. And we don't get our self-worth or self-value from material shit. It all goes back to that phrase, that term, or that phrase they say back in the world. Money don't make the man. Man make the money. But see, in Esau's case, money makes the man, because he feels like he's worthless if he doesn't have any shiny things to attract fake friends. And that's a messed up mind state to be in this life. Because you'll never live truly. You depending on material shit to make you whole.
Yep. And that gold and silver ain't shit. Like, wisdom is better than that, man.
Bam. All
Wisdom
day.
is better than gold and money, man. Because you can have wisdom and all of that other shit gonna come to you, man.
Exactly.
You can go get all of that and not have no wisdom. Look at all the Israelites that were rich, like Vin Baker, one of them from play for the Milwaukee Bucks. You know, Latrell Sprewell was rich, having a lot of money, man. But they didn't have no wisdom. The way they moved in the industry got them kicked out and they lost all that money. You know, this is Proverbs 16:16. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather than to be chosen than silver, man? You know, you could get all that money and still be dumb. Look at Cardi B now. Look at P. Diddy. They got all that money and did dumb shit. Now they do dumb shit, and some of them done shit to get locked away. You know, P. Diddy, he got some years now. That thing gave him over 4 years, I believe.
They gave him 50 months.
50 months?
So it's 4 years and 2 months. But he doing fair time, so all the time he spent in there, it should be counted as time served. But Esau, he got his own little rule book in his back pocket, where he go in and write in some shit and delete some shit.
Yeah, that little pamphlet.
In his own will, man. Let me get this script right here. This is Proverbs chapter 21, verse 20. Let me go to KJV. And it's talking about, okay. There is treasure to be desired and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but a foolish man spendeth it up. You know, there are a lot of foolish ways a foolish man can spend money. You can spend money to impress friends, to gain friends, or gain a whole bunch of fake friends. You spend money to impress fake people that don't even matter or shouldn't matter in your life. You spend money to stand out, to be seen of men, when you should be storing it and keeping it secret, because money is a tool, not a possession.
Especially in this time, because hell, tomorrow can come and they can hit the switch on that money.
Exactly.
Now you done went from a billionaire to nothing there. You ain't nothing now. You done lost all of that money, man. Just like that. And a lot of you gonna get caught like that. Because you trying to heap riches to yourself that's corruptible right now, man. You're not storing up your riches in heaven. You know, can't nothing corrupt them riches in heaven, but them things are about to get corrupted here, because like the scripture say, people going to cast their gold and silver in the street. So it's letting you know aforetime that it's predestined that people going to cast their money in the street because it's going to be worthless.
It's already worthless.
You're seeing that, you know, America's mingled with thick clay. We got that big debt on them. You know, our shit shutting down slowly. We got hospitals shutting down slowly. We got people getting fired left and right from their jobs. It's hard to get a job now. If you got one, you better hold on to it. Jake and Eve, especially Eve, you better stop being up in them jobs running your mouth like you're tough and lose your job. You know, you Jakes too.
Yep.
You Jakes out here flaunting your Israelite heritage on TikTok and then getting fired from the job. There's a Jake out there that said he got wrongfully fired from his job because he was an Israelite. You know, these people out here know who we are, man, and know what a lot of us teach. And you want to go out on social media and flaunt. Them white folks see that. Man, I got something for his nigger ass when we get back to work.
Yeah.
And then he gonna fire you, man. They showing their true hatreds towards you Israelites out here, man. I seen the little baby Jake in his classroom, and they were with a bunch of Edomites and another little baby Jake, and they was telling him, singing happy birthday to him. First she said he looked like he was 60. Then they sung the happy birthday to him, and then she said, I got my own version. And she sung happy birthday to him, and then said he looked like a monkey.
That's
The
cool.
Edomite kids was laughing, and another little Jake kid in the back, he was looking at all of them like they was crazy.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Because guess what? Y'all love to go back and forth with us, claiming that you're not the nation of Edom. So guess what? We said bet. We ain't gonna argue with you no more. We just gonna sit back and let you prove that you are Esau.
And that's what's been going on.
Argue for what? Because a liar never run out of lies, right? So that's an endless battle. So just sit back in the cut and let him prove he's Esau.
Let the truth be declared through his actions.
Yeah, let him bring forth. Let him bring to pass 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and 16. But you ain't Esau. You not ready to fulfill them, bruh. You not ready to fulfill 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and 16. And you only gonna wax worse with it. Let me get it right here. But you ain't Esau. You the only one fulfilling these prophecies. So if you ain't Esau, who doing it? This is 2nd Ezra. Did you go into chapter 16?
I read some of 16. I think I read 16 and 13 around there.
Okay, I can start at verse 70.
It was 16 and 16.
Okay, this is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 16. We can start at verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Who fears the Lord? Israelites. Because as far as Esau is concerned, Psalm chapter 14 verse 1, the fool has said in his heart there is no Yahweh.
Yep.
So they don't have any fear of the Lord. Not yet. It's coming. Yeah, he finna make a lot of y'all piss and shit, and y'all finna have heart attacks right where you stand. Out of fear of the Lord when he pull up. Let's keep rolling. Verse 71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Spoil mean to rob. Verse 72. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. So who was cast out of their houses? I thought ICE was supposed to
Exactly.
just stay in the streets and shit. No, they making it a point to go up in people's houses now.
No warrants.
No warrants,
Because you have no rights.
no proper cause, just pure hate and envy. Take these people. Nobody knows where they take these people. And now it came to the light that a lot of ICE agents have been kidnapping. Let's call it what it is. It's kidnapping Northern Kingdom women and raping them. The original rapists, right? You, Esau. I can't tell you how many politicians and pastors then got caught the past 2 weeks for child materials. Politicians and pastors. What did we tell y'all about these two groups of people? That the people gonna be strangling y'all asses up left and right. Because they blatantly lie to people with all that podium talk, all them sophisticated ass lies. There ain't nobody falling for the podium talk no more. So guess what? They getting caught up. Matter of fact, a judge in North or South Carolina got arrested for child materials. Another judge or a politician got arrested for trying to finesse a 12-year-old girl. I ain't gonna say what he tried to do. I'm just gonna put the word finesse. Fill in the blanks. He tried to get in. And all these are Edomites. But you ain't Edom. How you're not Edom when the Bible describes everything that Edom does and will be doing? The pale nation is the only one that are guilty of all these crimes. And oh yeah, the Bible did say you was a liar from birth too. So yeah, yeah, you fit that one too. Born liars. But see, one thing the nations are coming to realize is that liars are bad for business. Racism is bad for business. Unwarranted hatred and envy is bad for business. And that's all Esau has to bring to the table. So no thanks, says the other nations. We don't want none of that bullshit you got going on over there. All them self-inflicted wounds to your own country, your own people. But you deflect and lie and still blame Democrats. Democrats didn't put none of this shit in place you got going on, DT. But see, that shows you how immature he is, because he will not accept responsibility for his actions. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 16. Woe to thee, O land, where thy king is a child, and thy princes eat in the morning. Yeah, woe mean destruction. Destruction is coming to this land. Because the Lord figured this. In order to destroy a wicked kingdom, you have to have a wicked ruler. A righteous ruler will not destroy your kingdom. So you got to have a wicked kingdom. You got to have a wicked ruler to destroy your wicked kingdom.
Yep.
That was the whole purpose of Trump being born, to destroy Babylon.
And to be a sword for you Israelites.
Yeah.
Because he's definitely Nero in the reincarnation. Nero went after the Israelites too. Went after them at a whole nother level, killed many. And this dude setting traps to do the same to you Israelites out there, man. You know, but like I said, it's going to come back around to him as well. This is Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keep it at home. Who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heap it unto himself all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him? That's what they're doing now. And say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? To him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be booties unto them? So all the robbing, raping, and pillaging that you did, he saw all of that's you finna be a booty to others, man. You're gonna get robbed as well. Especially to the elect, the Israelites, man. So don't think for 1 minute that you're getting away with all the things you've done over these many, many years, man. You just fool your cup up. Your cup is overflowing, man. And that's getting ready to come back to you. Getting ready to drink of that same cup that you filled up yourself with all your foolishness, man. Especially for what you did to the Israelites.
I got a script right here. This is Psalms chapter 10. Start at verse 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let him be taken into devices they have imagined. And this was the prayer sent up from King David. So you know it's going to be granted. And speaking of that, let me get another one. Let's go here. This is another script from King David, another prayer that the Lord is going to answer. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 24. Actually, we can go start at 23. It is as sport to a fool to do mischief, but a man of understanding have wisdom. Yeah, ICE enjoy fucking with people. They enjoy it. It is sport to a fool to do mischief. Verse 24. The fear of the wicked, it shall come upon him, but the desire of the righteous shall be granted. And what's the desire of the righteous? Let's get it here. This is one of the many. This is another one. from King David. This is Psalm chapter 31, verse 18. Let the lying lips be put to silence, which speak grievous things proudly and contemptuously against the righteous. These people cannot stay off TV lying about us, trying to make us the problem of America. No, your own government is the biggest threat to you American citizens. You have a domestic threat in Washington, D.C. If you haven't realized that yet. But he's too busy trying to lie on us, trying to make us the problem, when the world sees who the problem is. The Israelites are not shooting up schools. We're not shooting up churches. We're not dealing with children. Why is it so hard for Edomites to punish your own? Why is it so easy for you to ignore the problems of your own people and lie on other nations? Because you're the wicked, that's why.
Wicked is estranged from the womb.
Exactly. They always making excuses for these people. What were they watching? What were they listening to? What kind of video games they were playing? Oh, they've been radicalized. None of that. No. They just was born wicked.
Trying to dance around the
Yeah.
punishment, but like the scripture say, these people are not in trouble as other men.
Yeah.
Nor plagued like other men. So we got to sit back and watch a lot of these dogs get let loose after they done committed some type of crime, especially dealing with kids, man.
Yeah.
You should be put to death.
I say stone them all. Stone everybody in the White House. A slow, painful death. Maybe the Lord will be lenient on you and grant mercy. I doubt it though, because all this wickedness y'all doing up in the White House. I know y'all on the first fruits of slavery list.
Man. Yeah, Trump and his entourage. Trump is that cruel Lord.
Yeah.
That the Most High put in the power seat, man. This is Isaiah 19:1. The burden of Egypt. Behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, which is spiritually Babylon. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, is what you're seeing right now with the protests and the rise of people coming against each other. The civil wars are growing up. That's what this is talking about. And they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. That's the declining of this place. This place is suddenly declining, man. You're seeing it every single day. This place is on a constant decline, man. And I will destroy the council thereof. This council is being destroyed. You can see right through their bullshit. They being exposed, man. You know, the Most High is working his magic, bro.
Yeah.
And I will destroy the council thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. And the Egyptians will I give over into a hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord, and the Lord of hosts. You see, Trump is that cruel king, man.
Yep.
And when you go look at the word cruel, it says brutal, savage, inhuman. This dude is inhuman, man. Barbaric, or brutish. All these titles fit this man. Murderous, bloodthirsty. He's looking to shed blood of you Israelites, man. He's fierce, he's diabolical, he's devilish, he's wicked, he's monstrous, vile, hideous, and the list goes on and on and on, man, for these devils, man, especially this Trump right here, because he's getting ready to come down with great wrath, man.
I call him a walking abomination.
Exactly.
Check this out. There goes some more characteristics.
Draconian.
Yeah. Y'all got to remember that the apostles and elders, they think that Trump is Nero in the reincarnation. I do too, personally thinking. I really do. Because Nero was a punk too. Nero was such of a punk when the centurions tried to come and get him, he committed suicide.
Self-out.
So I see the same punk in Trump. He's so quick to throw people under the bus to save his own ass, even people that's close to him. That's a punk. And think about it like this. Out of all the wickedness Trump did, he can never go back to being a civilian. Because he gonna get fucked up every time he check his mail. So he already knows this. He's past the point of no return. So he has to keep this presidential protection. How does he do that? You might be asking. That's cool. Stay in office forever. He know he can't go back to being a civilian. They gonna beat ass on sight. He ain't gonna be able to go nowhere in this world. So what's the point of gaining all these illegal riches if you can't enjoy them? If you can't even go outside your house, or you either gonna get your ass whooped or shot. Because you done did so much wickedness to the people of this country and other nations. So your money is worthless when nobody likes you. If you are hated on a global scale, your money means nothing. That's the corner that Esau painted himself into. That's the corner, so he can never go back to being a civilian. He gonna have to have chaperones everywhere he go because he is a child. Bodyguards. That's not strength, that's weakness. You got to have all these people around you every day. That's going to get annoying as hell. No privacy. That's a living hell. You constantly wondering who going to try to take you out. That man is living in hell, but it ain't hell yet. Esau's hell is going to be mental because he ain't going to have no say-so in nothing. You know how he insists on being in charge and having the last word? Ain't none of that gonna be happening in the kingdom itself. Foot to ass from sun up to sundown, times 6 days until the Sabbath. You're gonna get that ass a day to heal, and it's right back to working and whooping ass.
Because he sure feel like that he's never gonna see adversity with his pumped up head ass always talking with that pride, thinking that he's not gonna be moved. But you about to get out the way, man. Like Ludacris said, you about to get out the way, man. Let me get a couple of these. Did you go to Psalm chapter 10?
Yeah. I got these though. Let me do these real quick. These are characteristics of Trump. That's why we call him a walking abomination. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16. These 6 things that the Lord hate, yes, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. Is he not guilty of all that plus some? Trump ain't never divided. He ain't never brought nobody together. He gonna keep you divided by lying on. He's still blaming shit that he did in his first term on Democrats. He blaming stuff he did now on his second term on Democrats. This man is a compulsive, impetuous liar, pathological liar on a global scale. Even Putin told him to his face at the UN assembly. Nobody believes you. And when nobody believes you, nobody wants to deal with you. So Trump has isolated this country on a global scale along with those Israelis because they are the same nation, Edom. And it said that the world would chase this man out of the earth in the last days. Right now, he's being isolated and called out. He's being revealed. What comes next is physical destruction and judgment and punishment. Yeah, something, bro.
I had something. Well, what I was looking at not too long ago, about say something about this famine that's in certain countries right now, like the UK. They making it to where they get rid of the Bible Gateway app. You're not no longer gonna have access to the Bible Gateway. And remember, like we always say, start with the elders and apostles on down. Whatever happens in these other countries, it's gonna trickle down eventually. Like central bank and digital currency and stuff started in China and other places, and it milks its way here. That's how it's gonna happen with this too. And eventually we're gonna get to a point of that family of the word. And these words, this doctrine, this truth, you know, it won't be going out too much longer. You know, and we won't be out here too much more as well. You know, once the Most High put that red light on all the brothers that's out here teaching with sincerity of this 100% truth, man. You know, so a lot of people need to get it while the getting's good. And what was crazy is when I looked, it's not banned here yet, but when I seen that article, I typed it in, right? I just typed in Bible Gateway. He don't give you scriptures right away. You have to put in scriptures that you want.
See?
But the scripture that popped up as soon as I typed it in was seek the Lord while he may be found. And that hit my spirit instantly, because that's what we need to be doing. Because once this family of the word kick in, and you will no longer get these warnings, you won't get this trumpet no more. All hell is gonna break loose. The game is on, man.
You on your own. You on your own, literally. Now this is the great part about that, what you just said. The elect ain't got nothing to worry about. Because if you are of the elect, you're gonna put on as the elect. If you're a 2/3, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Don't stress yourself out if you're a 2/3 about lying to yourself about how you gonna get into this word, but you never do. No, if you know you're a 2/3 in your heart, be a 2/3, because you gonna get judged regardless. So don't lie to yourself if you know you're a 2/3 and like, no, I'm gonna get this wisdom, No, you're not, because you're a 2/3. So don't lie to yourself. Go out in the world and be a 2/3 and earn your judgment too. That's why we're not constantly pounding you about, you better get this word before it's too late. No, because the elect are doing what the elect are supposed to do, just like the 2/3 are doing what they're supposed to do. Everybody's in their life. That's why we don't tell you to do what you know you're supposed to be doing. The actuality of it all is the Lord got you doing what he put on your spirit to do. If he put it on your spirit to be a wicked 2/3, that's exactly what you're going to do. If he put it on your spirit to be a hopeful elect, that's what you're going to do.
That's facts. I got Revelation 22:11 to back you up on that. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still, man.
Yeah.
So if you doing 2/3 stuff, that's what you're gonna be doing. And if you're gonna be righteous and holy, you're gonna still be doing that. You know, there's playing upon tables right there, man.
Yeah, we're not gonna hold your hand and treat you like you some child that don't know how to read a book. Either you gonna do it or you're not. Mm-hmm. We're not holding hands up here. Ain't no training wheels. So either you gonna grow up or you gonna get put down. We're not holding adults' hands. We're not doing you like the pastor does you in church. Coddle your feelings and emotions with lies. So we're gonna leave that up to y'all. If you're an adult, you're gonna do adult things, like get into this word. If you are a child, a sottish child, like in the book of Jeremiah, you're gonna do 2/3 things, and you're gonna be judged for it. So we're not holding hands up here, because we expect you Israelites to become adults in this truth. That's part of coming in this truth. You grow up mentally and spiritually. Not half-assing like, yeah, I'm going to get into this word. I'll probably do it in the next couple of weeks. No. That means you never had no intention. Because the spirit didn't hit you like that. You want to know. You'll know if the spirit really hit you, this is all you're going to be thinking about. And you can't, you ain't going to be able to wait to quench that thirst of knowledge. You're going to want to know more and more and more. And you ain't going to be able to stop thinking about it until you start reading more and more and learning more and more. If the spirit don't hit you like that, you playing with yourself. Now, it might not come like that right off the bat. But what did the Lord say? All you need is the faith of a mustard seed. Mm-hmm. And what happens to seeds? They grow into trees. What do trees do? They eventually bear fruit. Yep. That's why we out here. We had the faith of a mustard seed. Then we grew into trees by learning truth, learning scriptures, learning breakdowns, learning the true understanding of this book. Then we start making videos, coming out on the highways and byways. The viewers, the people, you out there right now in YouTube land, we're bearing fruit through you. You are the fruit. And if this process repeats, that means you'll come of age up in the knowledge, and you'll start teaching, and you'll start bringing forth fruit. That's what the Lord wanted. That's how he's building his temple, the third temple, right in the face of his enemies. But see, you got the Israelis over there thinking the third temple is a building. No, we are his temple. That's why we so bold out here. If the Lord is for us, who can be against us? And then he didn't give us the spirit of fear. Unlike you cowardly ass pastors lying to your people.
Mm-hmm. Scattering the sheep.
Doing the work of the Lord deceitfully. Go ahead, bro.
Just know that the Lord gonna see about you, you know. And the people that's following these false pastors, hey, you're gonna get the same punishment that TD Jakes get, or Creflo Dollar, because they ain't off the leash either. They done disappeared for the most part, but the Most High ain't forgot about what they did,
no,
and they're going to get punished, man.
They're embarrassed to face public spotlight, but it's only their own fault. Who told you to lie to the people? Mm-hmm. Anybody tell you to do that? Who told you to go to freak offs and lie about it? Didn't nobody tell you to do that? You did this shit to yourself. It's like all these other lying ass pastors and politicians. Who told you to lie for Esau? That's your own fault. We ain't trying to hear no excuses. And guess what? The Lord ain't trying to hear no excuses.
Exactly.
You made the conscious decision to lie to your people for filthy lucre on your own. And you gonna get, and he gonna pull up and see about you. Just for that.
Mm-hmm. That's facts.
That was of your own doing. You can't put this on Esau. You said yes. 501c3 churches, IUIC, and all them other monetized camps. Yeah, the Lord gonna see about all y'all. He gonna see about everybody. Whether you think you righteous or wicked. He gonna see about us. Ain't nobody off the hook. So, if I was y'all, I'd keep your head on the swivel.
Yep.
We gonna keep our head on the swivel. We're not gonna be comfortable until Yahweh Ratazah, we make it to that chariot.
Man.
Other than that, remember, if you're an Israelite, you are in the enemy's backyard. Yep. And don't nothing get him in his feelings. Nothing triggers him like the truth. That's why he makes it a point to run from truth or lie about it.
That's why he's trying to conceal a lot of it. That's exactly why he's trying to conceal a lot of stuff. Eventually, like we said before, like starting with the elders and apostles, they're going to come after the brothers as well. They're going to try. You know, some brothers may go out as a martyr. A lot of brothers going to be, you know, probably going to lose their life here. But that definitely that being that that golden refining stage is around the corner, man, and brothers is finna be tried in this fire, man. You know what I mean? This fire is out here, bro.
Yeah.
We finna be tried out here. You know, we gonna need Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Because without them, you're gonna lose your mind when the shit fan out here, man.
Yeah, because this is prophesied to be a day unlike no other. So how can you prepare for something like that? You can't prepare physically. You can't prep your way to the chariots. You can't stop canned goods to the chariots. You can't shoot your way with guns and bullets to the chariots. The only way out of this is you have to have favor with the Lord. Because guess what? He ain't sending no chariot to pick up somebody he doesn't know. He ain't gonna send no chariot to pick up somebody who takes pleasure in being a 2/3. He's not gonna send a chariot for people who insist on worshiping a false idol like cheese and rice, giving all his credit, all his glory to a false idol. He ain't coming for you. So I don't care how many bullets, band-aids, and beans you got on deck. Without the Lord, you gonna live long enough just to watch the nukes take you out. You gonna live long enough just for the nukes to take you out. Beans, bullets, and band-aids is not gonna get you to that chariot.
Yahweh Shai said that if you try to save your own life, you're gonna lose it.
Exactly.
And with one of the most prideful people like with that is our people. Y'all don't think can't know you. Y'all talk like y'all can't get caught slipping, man.
They already slipping.
Y'all will get caught slipping, just like y'all got caught slipping in Chicago at home with your feet up on the bed, probably eating popcorn at 1 in the morning, and them ice troops came in, dog.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it says make no tarry to turn to the Lord, man. Because in the day of thy security, it's gonna come, it's gonna happen. It's just gonna pop up on you, man. This is Matthew 16:25. This is Yahweh Shai speaking. For whoever will save his life shall lose it, and whoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it, man. You see that? So if you lose your life for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's purpose, hey, you get that crown of life, Lord willing. You know, that good job, my faithful servant, man. A lot of us want to hear that. Oh, yeah.
These people too prideful, because in order to serve the Lord, you got to deny yourself and put him first.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all ain't able to do that. Y'all too prideful. You're too into yourself. You the shit. But the Lord ain't. No, you got that backwards, homie. You ain't shit. The Lord is. Not calling him excrement, but he is something to be recognized. So if you're not able to deny yourself, them career goals, and you going to school, you can't put the Lord first, he ain't gonna make you a priority. So you gotta make the Lord a priority in your life and deny your little personal goals in this life, because you ain't gonna get them. This place is about to be destroyed. It ain't enough time for people to reach their personal goals in life. So just throw it all away. It's gonna be worth it, because guess what? If you deny yourself and put the Lord first, you gonna get it back in the kingdom 100-fold. Everything you walked away from on this side. Forget trying to be fruitful and successful in America. Let that shit go.
That's a wrap.
It's over. If you ain't got it by now, you ain't gonna get it. Deny yourself, put the Lord first. Work for him. Everything that you walked away from in this life, you will be granted 100-fold in the kingdom.
And a lot of these people, they pride so sky high, they'll say some off the wall BS like, I want to go to God, but I gotta give my money straight first.
See,
And you definitely not worthy of being a disciple, man. You know, this is Luke 14 and 26. This is Yahushua speaking as well. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. And whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. They ain't talking about going to a damn jewelry store and put on that damn T, man. When you bearing the cross, you bearing everything that come with these scriptures, and you're denying oneself, man.
Yeah, that means you cool with the world not accepting you.
Exactly.
You cool with not having many friends. You cool with the people of this wicked kingdom not liking you. You cool with being unpopular. You don't give a damn about opinions of other people. We call them dead men walking. We never cared about the opinions of dead men walking.
You gotta be cool with being set apart, man.
Yeah.
You gotta be cool with it.
Because if you are of this world, the world will love its own.
Yeah.
So if the world loves you, that means you wicked. If the world act a funny kind of way when you come around, that means they're recognizing the fact that you're different. That's what you want. You don't want to be cool with these wicked people. Guess what? You're going to be judged with them. Let me bring out this right here. Ezekiel chapter 35, start at verse 11. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, I will even do according to thine anger and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them, and I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. That's the Lord talking to the nation of Edom and all the other nations that took advantage of us. Verse 12, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies, which thou hast spoken against the mountain of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, they are given to us to consume. That's what Esau actually believes wholeheartedly. Matter of fact, there was some government officials in Mississippi when they first was talking about doing away with slavery. The Edomites in Mississippi said, yo, they said we cannot do away with slavery because they are the only ones that can endure the sun in these tropical climates. So who's superior?
Right.
But see, due to the fact that we can bear the sun and they can't, they twisted that as, oh, we're supposed to be outside working for them. Let me keep going. Verse 13. Thus with your mouth ye have boasted against me, and have multiplied my words against me. I have heard them. So yeah, all them perpetual lies that y'all been spreading, they're not going to go untouched. And you still spreading lies. Verse 14. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, when the whole earth rejoices, I will make thee desolate. Verse 15. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee, thou shalt be desolate. O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh. Y'all ain't got away with shit. If anything, the Lord gave you plenty of elbow room to earn your judgment, so you can't deny what you done, because you know what you did.
Y'all really been earning now when y'all start fucking with the people.
Yeah, go ahead and prove you Esau Edom, baby. We ain't gonna argue with you no more. We just gonna let you prove it. And that way you're gonna have 1,000 years of regret to deal with. And embarrassment. Goofies. Who the hell think they can outsmart the Lord? You got to be goofy. You got to be a special case. But then again, we're talking about base men who think they know everything but don't know shit. All they know is the lies they get invented. And they run with that like it's actual truth. That's a fooling by definition in itself. You believe your own lies wholeheartedly. That means you don't deal with reality, which makes you unfit to rule. But you are fit to be a slave for the next 1,000 years.
Yep, Esau's the vessel for dishonor, created for dishonor, man. It was only here to destroy this place. Now, he done destroyed it all. He done destroyed it beyond means now.
Yeah.
You know, the air, the water, the food, the people. So now, hey, we need that reset. While he's trying to so-called reset it on a carnal level, Yahweh Shem Yahushua about to spiritually reset this whole place, man. And he's finna fuck you Edomites up. And then you finna get up out of here, man.
Yeah.
Because you ain't nothing but the cancer of the earth. And cancer spreads. And y'all spread that madness all through the earth, man.
Yep. So since y'all so crazy about the idea of deportation, guess what? And since y'all telling the world that y'all us, okay, bet. Y'all want to be us, first thing you're going to do is go into slavery for 1,000 years. And since y'all so crazy about the idea of deportation, the nation of Edom is about to be deported from the planet after 1,000 years. Since you so crazy about it, and just like you so crazy about innocent bloodshed, Ezekiel 35, chapter 5, verses 5 and 6 coming to get you too. Let me get that one. We can close on that one.
Let me get one from you as well.
Go ahead.
Finding that. This is, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. We not saying that. The Lord spoke it, saying that ain't gonna be no more remaining of the house of Esau. So when there's no more house, that means that whole house has been destroyed, man. That whole nation of people is destroyed.
No more white people. Ezekiel chapter 35. Start at verse 2. Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. But say unto it, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste. Let me wait till this pass by. They rolling by waving and shit.
With that dead smirk.
Yeah. We're not friends. Verse 4. And I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, and the time of their calamity, and the time of their iniquity had an end. Verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. Since y'all so crazy about just letting innocent blood just spill in the street, y'all got about 2 or 3 oceans to fill.
Oh yeah.
So get ready.
Yeah, how about Shemiah Shopping and make Esau tighten up before we get up out of here.
Yeah.
You have to tighten up our kingdom, and then you're gonna get the hell up out of here.
You were only created for 3 purposes, Esau. You were created to punish us because we went off. You were created to destroy your own kingdom that we built. And you were created to build ours after you destroy yours like a dumbass.
And then get swept under the rug afterwards.
Yeah.
Like the dust monkeys you are.
And you will be exterminated after that 1,000 years of captivity.
Huh?
That's your only purpose for existing. And to show the righteous Israelites how not to rule in wickedness from your example. So appreciate you, bruh. We learned our lesson. But see, ain't no recovery from you. Once you go down, ain't no getting back up for you. So this is it. Enjoy it while it lasts. Go do Edomite shit.
Yep.
Go do pedo shit. Whatever the fuck y'all do.
They doing it anyway. Every day, every weekend you seeing them out here kicking it. Came out here last week, couldn't teach right here because they had a car show over there.
Yeah.
They had They had a Nulu festival down there in Bardstown Road area. They got all type of stuff to stay away from reality.
And despite all that conscious effort to avoid reality, here we are still prophesying your downfall to your face.
Mm-hmm.
Murphy's not gonna get you out of this. Ignoring reality ain't gonna get you out of this. There's nothing that's gonna get you out of this because your judgment is already written.
Soon that Murph gonna be cut off anyway.
Yeah.
All that little Murph, that playtime, all of that it's party time, that's a wrap, man.
Yeah, that's living proof that they go above and beyond to not deal with reality. Because if you did deal with reality, Edom, Trump would not be out of control like this. If y'all dealt with reality, the United States would not be in this condition. If y'all dealt with reality, Trump would be in jail. But we ain't tripping because y'all going down with his ass.
You can close right there.
And with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles, double honor to the elders, the bishops of Great Millstone. With that we want to say, Wow Baba Ball, Shalom.
Baba Ball.
All right.